Okay, let's try this compound angle thing. We're just going to try putting in some angles into some formulas with some real angles in a calculator just to sort of confirm or demonstrate this very first difference compound angle formula. See if we can figure it out. So what they want you to do is here's some formulas. They give you three things. What about the cosine? If you had the cosine of two angles subtracted, well, say you had 60 and 30 degrees, you can pick any two angles and try this out. But they say 60 and 30. Well, all they want you to do is to take your calculator and put in 60 and 30. So you're just going to try these angles and put them in your calculator. Well, if you put in 60 minus 30 is 30, the cosine of 30, your calculator says root 3 over 2. Now see what happens if you go the cos of 60 minus the cos of 30. Maybe should give you the same thing. I don't know. You got to try it. So you go the cos of 60 minus the cos of 30, and you get 1 minus root 3 over 2. Well, that's not the same as that. So this formula doesn't equal this one up here. It just doesn't work. But let's try this formula. What if we took the cos of the first angle and the cos of the second angle and then added it to the sine of the first times the sine of the second angle? Well, I typed that all into my calculator. Cos 60, cos 30, plus, and you can't see it, but I typed in sine 60, sine 30, and I pressed equal, and look, it gave me exactly the same answer. Well, do the same thing with 110 degrees and 50 degrees, and you'll see the first one doesn't work, but A always equals C. So we end up with our formula here. So here's the next question. What do you notice about cosine A minus B and the second one? They don't equal. They're just not equal. But what do you notice about the last one? Well, you actually get the formula. The cosine of A minus B really does equal the cosine of A times the cosine of B plus the sine of A times the sine of B. You should have tried it with these angles to show that it's true. You could try it a million times and it would always be true. But the next thing we're going to do after this is try and prove it. And that takes a little bit more